All right, you guys, I know last week was a little different with me, just kind of talking through all the photos and how my week went. So we're gonna start this week the same. It's already Tuesday afternoon, but I'm gonna catch you guys up with Monday and then this morning. So Monday, of course, weighed in. I'll pop up the picture of the scale. Since it was September 1st, there was no school, Mark did not have to go to work, so it was kind of like an extended weekend for us. So my schedule was a little different, but not too bad. We just got to lounge around more yesterday. We spent more time like sitting down, watching shows, doing things. Like Mark and I both did a little bit of computer work, but we're sitting in here with a show on in the background, that kind of stuff, just kind of chilling. But I pulled out my Halloween mug with it being September 1st. We are officially in the Burr months, which is fantastic. I just need the Texas weather to get the memo that we are in the Burr months, because I had an appointment out of the home today and my car, now granted it's always hotter like right when you get in your car, but it was 104, and even while I was sitting there after I turned the car on, it went up to 106 before it started going down a little bit, eventually settling right around 100. But I was like, that's ridiculous. That is so hot. So anyway, I need the weather to catch up and get that memo. But I did use my Halloween mug yesterday, and of course got my reading done. I'm kind of going through I did have breakfast. I just didn't take a picture, but I've had it before, so I can pop up like an older picture. I had the mini pancakes with a banana and a serving, which is 2 tablespoons, I believe, of the sugar-free syrup that we use. So that's what I had for breakfast yesterday. And then for lunch, I tried the Kevin's freezer meal that I picked up at Sprouts. If you guys watched my grocery haul, it was okay. It had a little bit of a spice to it, which was nice. It was pretty flavorful, but overall, I do like the lean cuisine better. I need to buy this again because I don't have any lean cuisine in my freezer. I need to compare them, like not only flavor wise, obviously you want your food to taste good, but also like ingredients, and just see like, and price and all of that, and see, because I do like to have those types of meals on hand. It just makes it very convenient when you are focused on, calorie counting and protein and all of that. It helps some days, especially when you've got a lot going on, or you just are in a project or doing something and you forget and it's lunchtime, you're like, oh crap, and you don't have anything made. The freezer meals are really, really nice. So I do like to have those on hand. So would I buy it again? Probably, but I do feel like I like the flavor profile in the lean cuisines more based on just that one that I tried, the beef bolognese. So there's my little update on the Kevin's meals. I did do an indoor walking pad. I am sore from hiking and doing a weight workout. Mark and I went pretty hardcore in the gym. We had not been to our neighborhood gym in a while. I've been using dumbbells here, just not like daily, and dumbbells are nothing compared to doing like 80 pounds on a weight machine. So with your arm, well, I never got to 80 on my arms. Let me just back that up. I did like 100 and something on my legs. We did 2 leg workouts because halfway through our arm workout, we were like, our arms were dusted. They were tired. We were like, okay, we got to give them a break. So we did a couple leg exercises. I want to say I was like 60 on the machines, but here a 20 pound dumbbell is hard. So the machines definitely like work you out more, and you're able to, use more weight. So my arms, even though that was on Sunday going to the gym, yesterday my arms were like jello, and today they're starting to feel a little better, but they're like from my elbow to my shoulder, they're tense. They are pretty tense. So I did a walking pad yesterday for my first workout, and I went slow because my first mile was 30 minutes. So that means I did 2 speed. 2 speed is about a 30-minute mile. And then for dinner, we were, so my son Bryce is making fun of me. He's like, okay, so we're now in that pot pie situation. So remember a couple weeks ago, I had put pot pie on the menu for like 2 or 3 weeks in a row, and I just kept pushing it. Every time it came to dinner, I was like, I just wasn't feeling it. So for the past week and a half, I have had these 2 different kinds of homemade pizzas on the meal plan from Macro Friendly Foods, and I've I've made one of them before and it's really good and we like it. The other one is a new one that I have not tried before, but one of it is like a copycat Chick-fil-A pizza, and then the other one is a deep dish pepperoni pizza, both macro friendly. And every time I go to make dinner, I'm like, I'm just not feeling it. I don't want to. And then of course the past couple days, I'm like, no, my arms are sore. I don't want it because it's homemade dough and you have to like spread it out. I'm like, I don't wanna. And I'm supposed to make it tonight and I'm already like, I don't wanna make it tonight. And so my son after school today was like, oh, so it's gonna be a pot pie situation where you just keep pushing it off because the ingredients are not technically going to go bad. So I keep pushing it off, but that's what we were supposed to have for dinner last night. Even Mark was like, is there anything else that we can just whip up? I don't want to make pizza either. And so we had some of the Just Bare chicken tenders. We have a big old bag of that in the freezer, and we had French fries. So I was like, it fits in my macros okay. Not as well as the pizza did, but it did. So that's what we had for dinner last night. And actually ended up, I think on I'm looking at my picture. There's 3 strips. I only had 2.5 because I was just so full. I don't know. I had most of my fries first. I had 6 ounces. Well, I backed it to like 5 ounces because I didn't eat all my fries either, but I started eating the fries first. And then that is Chick-fil-A sauce right there. So I was like, well, at least we're having something Chick-fil-A. And then did I not take my picture? I don't think I took my picture until, yeah, at night. And that's because I was in my pajamas all day. So I was like, I don't want to take my picture in my pajamas. So I had finally gotten dressed. I even did my first, like the indoor walking pad in my pajamas yesterday. But I did put on like workout clothes when we went on our outside walk. So that's the picture that I can show you here, is when we went on our outside walk. And then of course the picture of the stats from the outside walk. We did that. We went just a tiny bit further, but not like the whole way. We were just like, gosh, we're so tired. Even like sitting down right now, I feel like I've been kind of going today, trying to catch up on some stuff. I'm about to yawn. Yeah, I'm feeling so tired lately. So anyway, coming to today, Tuesday, what is this, week 8? Yes, week 8. So yesterday was day 50. We only have 1/3 left of the way to go. Today is day 51. And so when I stepped on the scale this morning, I was like, what? And then I was like, oh, you know what? I didn't like eat the best. I feel like I ate out. Well, we had breakfast. We ate out for breakfast one day, Saturday or Sunday. And then we had the chicken and the French fries kind of later last night. I feel like I've been eating dinner later, and then I had to like down my water this weekend. The weekends are definitely harder for me to stay on track with everybody home, and we're just kind of lounging or we're out doing things. And so the past few days I have been drinking my water late at night. So I knew when I stepped on, after I saw the weight on the scale, I was like, bummer, but I know it'll go down. I know that it will go down. It's fine, it's fine, it's fine. All right, we are at Tuesday. So I know I did like a catch up with you guys for yesterday, with it being September 1st, Labor Day. It was like an extended weekend for us. So I am officially back on track with the camera and filming, hopefully. But I feel like this past week has just been, I don't know, a little here and there all over the place. So anyway, it is a Tuesday, a little after 10 a.m. I've actually, already gotten a lot of things done. I do now take my son to school and pick him up. So that's a little extra time out of my day versus he just really dislikes taking the bus. So I drive him, but it is breakfast time. I did already have my coffee. So when I'm telling you guys the macros for this, the coffee is included. I did more reading today, more than 10 pages, because it was like, there is a little less than 10 pages left in a chapter, and then there was the conclusion. So I just went ahead and read the rest of The Miracle Morning. So excited to start a new book 4 for this challenge tomorrow. This one was definitely a good and easy read because of how small it is. It's so hard. I've been trying. I've had my alarm set for 5 or 5:30 every single day the past week, and I turn it off every single time and don't wake up until like 7. That's when I need to start my morning to get the kids ready for school and all of that. So Eventually. I'll get there, okay? I will get there. It was interesting to read, and I am going to try. They have a challenge. This book comes with a challenge on the website, so I'm thinking of doing that after 75 Hard. I don't want to add into anything extra to my plate right now, but I'm thinking about doing that after, maybe like during the holiday season. That would be really helpful to get up a little earlier, because I'm definitely not a morning person, so we'll see. It was definitely interesting to read, but I will be starting a new book tomorrow. So I've got that done, and like I said, I already had my coffee. So for breakfast today, I am having one of these packages. There's 2 potato bakes in here. I got these from Sam's Club, and a yogurt. So all in all, it is 540 calories with coffee, 30.5 carbs, 21 grams of fat, and then 59 grams of protein. I think there's 20 in my coffee with the protein powder that I put in my coffee. So the rest of that 39 is coming from these 2 items right here. I have gotten a little bit of a start on my water. Definitely got a ways to go, but this is still just my first water. So I'm gonna go ahead and sit down, eat this. I'm actually finishing up a video that's posting on my other channel, so I can get that done. And then I will decide what I'm going to do for my first workout of the day before officially getting ready. All right, so it is a little bit later now. I've already filmed like the catch up, so you guys just saw me at the beginning of this video catching you guys up. I'm still sitting here. It's the same time. I just split it up. So I picked up the camera this morning, showed you guys breakfast, finished the book, and then I have not eaten anything else today, like lunch-wise, meal-wise. I did have a bar. I'll pop up a picture in my car. I had an appointment that was a little bit of a drive today, so I was, between the timing of it all, I really need to get up earlier so I can fit more things in my day. That's what I need to do, because if I have an appointment out of the house with like all the things for 75 Hard, it's hard. It's hard to keep on track. So that's all I had was a bar, and my tummy's starting to rumble. So anyway, with that, oh, I forgot, I did an indoor walk. That's what I did, the walking pack, because I was like, oh, I don't want to get like overly sweaty, because I wanted to do like a quick shower and not feel like I had to like scrub everywhere. So in order to get to my appointment, since I woke up not early enough. So with that, maybe tomorrow, I'm gonna set my alarm for 5:30 tomorrow. And one of these days I'm gonna get up, and I'm gonna start getting up, and it's gonna become just a ritual, just a normal unconscious thing where I am up earlier in the morning. I did used to get up early, and I don't know, I just don't anymore. So with that, I did do an indoor walking pad. I'll pop that up. I had the bar, and now it is dinner time. I've been really good about eating before 6, but it is almost 6 right now, and I don't even know what I want for dinner. That's why I'm like, I don't want to do the pizzas, because we're not gonna eat till 7. So I'm in a bad habit of switching up dinner last minute. I need to lock it down, lock my meal plan down, and get things done. But we shall see. Obviously, oh, and I got ready for the day. Obviously, I'll pop up that picture too. So sorry, I'm all over the place. But with that, now you guys are all caught up from yesterday, from today that I didn't like have the camera, and now it's dinner time. So I'm gonna go figure out what I'm gonna make for dinner, and I'll share that with you guys. It's Wednesday. I did not pick up the camera last night to show you guys dinner, because I knew it was a bad decision. We ended up ordering Chili's. The kids were like, Mom, if you're not gonna make pizza, let's order out. And I was like, fine. But y'all, please hold me to no eating out. Like, we have plenty of food in the house. I don't know why I do this to myself. But we have plenty of food. I do not need to be ordering out at all. So I just knocked a picture off my fridge. I'm challenging myself to not, so it's Wednesday. I'm going to try not to eat out or order in for a full week. So by next Wednesday, okay? Let's see if I can do that. So I did order Chili's, and I got the Southwestern egg rolls, like the appetizer. That was my dinner. I ended up at exactly 100 grams of protein, and I still had 600 calories left for the day. So yesterday was not very good, and of course I'll pop up the scale this morning. It was up a little bit, probably because of all of that. So with it going up the past 2 days, I'm like, no, I'm so upset with myself. You know, sticking to everything, still have not failed 75 hard, but I could be challenging myself a little bit more, you know what I mean? So coming to today, oh, and I did my nightly walk, so I'll pop that up as well. But coming to today, I already saw the scale this morning. I have read my 10 pages. I started a new book. I already forgot what it's called. You Can Do Hard Things, something like that. I took a picture for the Instagram, so I'll pop that up as well. So I'm excited to dive into something new, and we are coming to breakfast for this morning. I already had my cup of coffee. I always have that first thing when I eat. I did not wake up with my alarm this morning. So, you know, tomorrow's another day to give that a try. We shall see. I'm very discouraged with myself this morning. I was like, look, Vanessa, you got to change something. So we'll see. Hopefully tomorrow is a better day. But I'm feeling good today. After I got down on myself, I feel a little better. I've got a lot on my, well, not outside the home, but in the house, I've got a lot of things to do today. So I'm going to stay pretty active. So I'm excited about that. But coming to breakfast, this is what I'm going to have. It is 9:30. So I already had my coffee, did my reading, started a load of laundry. And I was like, you know, I'm really not like hungry, but I need to be getting more protein in the morning. And I know this is not like a whole food source of protein, but it works for me. Okay. So my total for breakfast, including that first cup of coffee, sorry, I'm getting some more work done in the house, and I'll probably get a couple messages throughout today, on my Facebook Messenger. So anyway, carbs 36.3, fat 4.8, and protein 50.9, but that is because I had the protein powder in my coffee this morning, and then of course the protein shake again mixed with another 8 ounces of coffee, and then I'm having a banana too, just to keep me fuller longer. I have an idea of what I'm gonna have for lunch, but we shall see. Oh, and speaking of food, I do need to take out some meat for dinner tonight, because I'm pushing that pizza off. Maybe I'll like save it for the weekend and Mark can make one, because it's 2 different pizzas, and I'm like, oh, I don't want to make 2 different pizzas. So we shall see about making the pizzas on the weekend. But I have something else in mind for tonight, so I do need to take the meat out for that. But that is my breakfast. Oh, did I say the calories? A total of 394 calories for breakfast, again including that first cup of coffee. So I'm gonna go ahead and finish this up. I've got a little bit of editing to do for last week's vlog, so I can get that up, and then the rest of the day I'm going to be tackling things around the house. Okay, definitely stepped it up a notch. I did 1 hour and 3 minutes and 50 seconds. I'll pop up my watch too. They're not exactly the same. I did start my watch a little bit sooner. 7,000 steps. I did 3 speed the whole time. I am dripping sweat, like dripping. So definitely all I did was I told myself I was gonna walk at 3 the entire time. I watched the newest episode of The Summer I Turned Pretty. It comes out every Wednesday. I didn't realize that the episode was that long, but I should have put shoes on, because I hope I don't have a blister on the bottom of this foot, because it hurts a little bit on my, not my heel, but the pad of my foot right here. It hurts a little bit, so we'll see what that looks like. But done. First workout of the day, done. I know it's on the walking pad, but I did 3. I upped it. I was like, you know what? I want to do the walking pad. I enjoy walking. But I challenged myself a little bit. That's what I'm going to tell myself. So over 1 hour, done. Now I've got it's 12:45, so I need to figure out what I'm going to have for lunch. And then I am working on my video and then housework the rest of the day. Okay, lunch is oatmeal. I was just feeling oatmeal today, so I was like, oh, I'm gonna make like a little oat concoction here. So I have several packets of the original like instant oatmeal from Walmart, great value, their brand. So I'm having 1 package of that I just mixed with water, so it's no extra calories. And then I've got some raspberries, blackberries, these slivered almonds, some whipped honey infused with cinnamon, and then the protein for oats in the maple brown sugar. So total calories is 447. There's 50.1 carbs, 18.3 fat, and 25.8 what is that, protein. So for a total of 447, I think I already said that. So that's what I'm having for lunch today. I'm gonna go ahead and eat this, and I will see you guys back for, I'm actually really behind. It's a little after 1 right now. I'm a little behind on my water. I should have already filled it for the second time, and I'm only about halfway done with the first one. So I do need to be drinking that hardcore so I can get that filled up. But I will see you guys back with, I may have an afternoon snack later. We'll see. I haven't plugged in dinner yet, so I need to plug in dinner, and that way I know how much more protein I need to get in to meet my macros for the day. Dinner tonight, I have not made this yet, but it smells amazing, from Macro Friendly Foods. It's called Mexican pizza. It was super easy to throw together, you guys. So, and I'm sure it's gonna taste fantastic, but I had so many calories left today that I'm actually having 1.5 servings. I hope I can eat it all. I really do. And then I'm having half of an avocado. So the total macros for this, there's 46.3 carbs, 39.5 fat, and 54 protein, a total of 746 calories. And my ending macros, I have 59 carbs left, 7 fat left, only 19 protein left, and 411 calories still. So by like 1.5ing this, I think I had 700 something calories, and I was like, okay, I need to fuel my body. I cannot like have that many calories left over. So hopefully I can eat this all, and then I'm almost done with my third water. I'll probably finish it with dinner, which is the norm for me because that leaves me only 8 ounces for when I get back from my night walk, for me to take like my night supplements and pills and all that stuff. So with that, I'm going to hopefully eat all of this. I'll let you guys know if I do not, and then like if I don't, what my macros end up being for the end of today. But the only thing I have left to check off my list is, of course, finishing my water, and then my outdoor workout, which is always a walk. Well, not always, because we did do the hike and the swim. We've done 2 other things so far this challenge, but typically it's an outdoor walk, but I always wait for my husband to get home for that. Oh, and it is 6:30 right now, so I'm definitely eating a little later than I wanted to. But with Bryce getting home from school so late, this is probably gonna be our new dinner time. All right, I'm actually about to go to bed. We've been back from our walk for a while. It's a little after 10. So I'll pop up our walk. We actually were pretty quick tonight. Did like a faster pace walk. I did eat all of that dinner and finished my water. So check, 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 check. However many checks I need to do for everything for 75 hard today. I'm going to the bed, and I will see you guys in the morning. Good morning. It is a Thursday. Is today day 53? I think it's day 53 because not long ago I did my like daily Instagram post, and I'm pretty sure I wrote day 52 for yesterday. So Oliver must have a ball in the pantry. He's like sniffing under the door. Okay, so you guys, I got up this morning. I'm actually about to yawn. I have not been sleeping well the past few nights because by the time Mark gets home, he's got a lot going on at work. By the time he gets home, I feel like our walks are just so late, and I can't just climb right into bed after, you know, a sweaty walk. I have to come home, I rinse off in the shower, sit in the living room under the fan and watch an episode of something, and then we go to bed. So I was like, all right, I need some sleep because I will pop up the scale this morning. I'm a little frustrated, okay? I'm a little frustrated because it just keeps going up. I know I'm doing all the right things. However, my sleep has not been well the past few days. And I'm not eating late, but I am eating a little later than I was, which is not going to change because of school and all of that. And then I'm drinking my water a little later. I don't know. There's lots of things that I could change, but the most important one is to get some more sleep. So last night I only got about 6 hours because I did make myself wake up this morning, and I already took my picture. It's chilly. It's chilly in the morning. I kind of liked it. So I'm wearing a sweater right now, but I already went on my outside walk with Mark, which he does 2 walks a day. Just that's how he can fit the workouts into his schedule. So I went with him this morning, which was really awesome. We actually had a pretty good pace. I was worried that going so early in the morning, I would just be like so sluggish, but once that cold air hits you and you're going, it wasn't that bad. So I enjoyed that. I do feel like I'm gonna be pretty tired today, but hopefully by waking up early, I can do it again tomorrow. I can go to bed earlier tonight and it'll be a win-win. So we'll see what the scale says tomorrow. And I know the scale isn't like the be all tell all, you know what I mean? Like whatever that saying is, but it, you know, I would like it to go down and not up. And the past 3 days is just like, meh. So, all right, I already had my coffee, my normal coffee for the day, and then I'm trying something new. Well, one of these is not new. I did take creatine for a little while and then I stopped. I don't know why, I just stopped. So I'm going back to trying it out. It's got so many really good benefits for you. You already have creatine in your body. This is just upping the amount that you have, especially for women and your brain health. So I had a little glass by waking up this morning. I automatically filled a little glass with water. I put a scoop of that. And then this is something that Mark has done like a lot of research on. It tastes horrible, I think. I don't know if it's the creatine or this that tastes horrible. But this is by Body Health. It's the Perfect Amino. And Mark would have to tell you more about it. But it's basically 5 calories. I did track it. And it's got 15 grams of protein in it. And it's, I don't know, all these optimized for maximum utilization. There's all sorts of things on it. We've got 2 flavors, mixed berry and lemon lime. I use the mixed berry. I'm gonna try the lemon lime tomorrow. But yeah, it was really hard to get that, and it was just like a small glass of water, get that down. But I did track it, so maybe that'll give me a little like extra protein in my diet. But I just brewed, I don't know if you guys heard the beeping, my second 8 ounces of coffee. I've already had my first, I did my reading. What else? I think I popped everything up that I need to pop up. I weighed in, I did my reading, I took my picture, and I did my outdoor walk. So that's one thing about getting up early in the morning, that it's all done. It's all done. And so now I have like all day. So it's 8:45 right now. I got back from taking Bryce to school about 15 minutes ago. I actually took him a little earlier this morning. He was just ready to go, so I took him. So typically right now is when I would be starting everything else. So I've already got like the main things away or checked off my list. So I do need to do some editing. I did not finish that up yesterday like I wanted to. So I've got 2 videos to edit today. And then I did a little bit of cleaning, but I wanted to get some more cleaning done because I have some filming to do. So I've got a lot on my plate to get done today, but I'm going to add my protein shake to my 8 ounces of coffee, and then the breakdown for breakfast, including my first cup of coffee with the protein powder and a little creamer, and then also that Perfect Amino. Like I said, it's 5 calories and 15 grams of protein. So total with this shake that I'm about to drink is 15.5 carbs, 4.5 fat, and 65 grams of protein that I'm gonna get in. Let's just say it takes me, I'm like a sipper, so it'll probably take me at least 20 minutes to drink this, so it'll be 9:05. So shortly after 9 o'clock, and I will have consumed 65 grams of protein. So that's pretty awesome. And then the calories total to 85. I'm going to try to stay under on my calories today. I've already got dinner logged in. I'm having the exact same thing as last night, except I'm not having 1.5. That may have done it too. Like I had 1.5 servings of that last night, a little bit late. And I typically, I don't know if this is TMI, I'm sorry if it is, but I try to just be, you know, honest about all of it. I typically do not go to the bathroom after every meal, number 2. That's just, I've always been that way. I've mentioned it to my doctor. Nobody's ever said anything. My blood tests are always fine and I feel fine. Every now and then I will get a little constipated where I'll get a little backed up. And I did not go to the bathroom last night. So when I stepped on the scale this morning, I was like, maybe I just need to poop. I don't know. I was like, maybe I just need to poop. I mean, after I have my first cup of coffee is normally, that helps get things moving. So I've already gone to the bathroom, but I didn't feel like weighing in again. I was like, you know what? That was what my weight was. I'm gonna take it and just go with it. But I'm only having 1 serving of that for dinner tonight with half an avocado, hopefully. Okay, yeah, there's an avocado over there. I was like, dang, we've been eating, the bananas are already gone. I mean, it's Thursday, they were gone yesterday. We go through specific produce items here lately, like with not even a week, and they're gone. So we'll see how I can reflect that in our grocery budget or not. I say budget, we don't really budget for groceries. It is what it is. We're fine, you know, financially we can get whatever we want, but it's crazy how expensive our grocery bill has been here lately. So I'm trying to find ways to, I'm trying to incorporate more healthy things, but also not buy as much, but we're eating more of the things that typically cost more. So anyway, I'm getting off on a tangent. I guess getting up early, I've got all this energy, although I am about to yawn again. I say I have all this energy and I'm sleepy as heck, but hopefully this second cup of coffee will help. I'm gonna down that and get to work on some videos, and then I'm going to, like I said, get some cleaning done, kind of the same thing as yesterday, but more today, hopefully. And then I haven't decided yet. I don't want to do the walking pad. It's just convenient because I can shut my mind off and just watch something. That's why I love the walking pad. It's like I'm doing all these other things during the day that the walking pad allows me to just sit and chill. Well, not sit, but walk and watch something and just like not think about anything in my mind, versus when I'm doing other exercises, you know, I'm also like thinking about things and working more, and it's more strenuous on my body. So, but I do need to do more of those. So anyway, with that, I will see you guys back with either 1, lunch, if lunch comes first, or 2, if I decide to do, because by 9:30 will be 3 hours past my morning walk. So I could go ahead and get in my second workout early, and that way the rest of the day I don't have much to worry about. So we'll see what I decide, but I will be back regardless. Okay, lunchtime, I will pop up my walk, which is what I did. I did an indoor walk. I did a little bit different this time. I did more than 45 minutes. I think it was over 50. It was like 50 and some odd seconds. So I did 50 minutes, but I did like 5 minutes at 2.5 speed. And then I did 3 speed for, I don't even know, 30-ish minutes. And then I went up to 3.5 speed for about 5 minutes. But I don't know if it just felt very like I was pounding the machine. And I was like, ooh, maybe 3.5 is too much for doing it for like a long period of time. So after 5 minutes, I was like, okay, I'm gonna go back down. And I went down to 3 for a couple minutes, and then I did however many left was at 2.5. So I kind of just like worked up, stayed at 3 the majority of the time. And then I did a little bit at 2.5. So with that, done with that. And now I am having lunch. So I'm having what I had for dinner last night. There's actually only about 2 portions left. So I'm having it for lunch and dinner tonight. For lunch, I have a little bit of sour cream on top, and this is what 1 portion is. So definitely smaller than what I had last night. It's 8.5 ounces is what 1 portion is. I just filled my water up for the second time. I'm making that Kevin's, if you guys watch my Sprouts haul, Bryce really wants to have that. So I was like, you know what? I've got enough left over from, this is what I was telling him last night. I've got enough of this left over that I'll have it twice tomorrow, and I'll make that. I forget what kind of, was it Mongolian beef? I think that's what it is. So I'm gonna make rice and Mongolian beef for the kids. Mark is actually eating out for dinner tonight. He's gonna be home late. That's why we went for a walk this morning. He's got a lot of like business things that have been happening. So with that, I'm eating double the same thing today with a little bit of variation. So the macros for my lunch, it is 27.1 carbs, 21.5 fat, and 35.5 protein for a total of 447 calories. That's including the little bit of sour cream. That's probably less than, I don't know, that's about a tablespoon. I just did a little squirt, but I put in a tablespoon of Daisy sour cream. So I'm gonna go ahead and eat lunch, work on my second water, and then I have only done editing. I still need to get some house cleaning done. So the rest of the afternoon, I'm going to be doing some house cleaning, but I will see you guys back with dinner so I can show you how I'm switching it up just a tiny little bit. All right, you guys, it is not dinner time yet. I have about 30 minutes before the girls get home from school, and I'm at a little bit of a stopping point on what I wanted to get done today. So I'm having a little snack. I am feeling a little hungry, so I'm just gonna have this, what flavor? Strawberry cheesecake ratio. Let's see, I scanned it in. It has 9 carbs, 3.5 fat, and 25 grams of protein. That's a spam call, y'all. The spam calls I get are ridiculous. Ridiculous. The amount, I mean, I must be on somebody's list or something. And then 170, is that right? That's what my thing says. I just want to, yeah, 170 calories for this. So I'm going to go ahead and eat this and just sit and hang out until the girls get home. Okay, it is dinner time, and originally I said I was going to have it differently, and it's a little different, but not as much. I was going to have half an avocado like I had it with dinner last night, but there's no more avocados. The girls are already home from school. They made eggs, had the avocado, a mango, all the things. They are fully, they were just going to town in the kitchen, making themselves some food. So I took the avocado off, which is actually pretty high in calories. Well, it was 120 for half of an avocado. So because I do still have a little bit of leftovers left, this is 1 1/3 serving, I think, size. It's about 11 ounces. And 1 serving is 8.5 ounces. So I added a little bit of sour cream as well. So macros for dinner: 36 carbs, 27.8 fat, 47.2 protein, and 586 calories. And this is it for today. I'm not gonna be eating anything else. I'm almost halfway done with my 3rd water, so I just have to finish my 8 ounces, and I've already done both of my workouts. So all I have to do is finish my water, and today will be complete. So I have 510 calories left in the day. And then let me go back to my dashboard. After I eat this, of course, I will have consumed 173 grams of protein. What? That's a lot of protein, definitely high, the highest today. So that's awesome. But like I said, this is it. This is gonna be it as far as food is concerned for today. So I'm gonna go ahead and eat this, but I will check in with you guys towards the end of the night just to let you know that I did finish my water and got everything checked off for today for 75 hard. All right, good morning. I know I told you guys I would update you at the end of the night last night, but I did not. It is Friday morning. Last night I finished my water. I ate all of my dinner. I think I left like 3 bites left on my plate, but I ate pretty much everything. So I got to check everything off, did my workouts earlier in the day. And then because Mark was out late on a business meeting type of thing, he went like dove hunting or something like that with a group. But anyway, I took a bath. I read some of my fiction book, which I haven't done in a while, and then I played a video game until I was like, okay, I cannot stay up any later, went to bed. So checked everything off yesterday. This morning I was happy with the scale going back. If it would have gone to 194, I don't know what I would have done. I would have been like I would have been frustrated for sure. So I was glad to see that it, has gone back down a little bit, but I did another early walk with Mark. I got up. I'm definitely loving checking a few things off of my list before the kids even go to school. So that's been really nice. So did my morning walk, outside workout done. I already read my 10 pages. I am not loving this book so far. It's set up to where it's just, I don't know if it's gonna change. I'm just, in the first, today was the 3rd day, so 30 pages or so, but I don't know. I don't like the way it's set up. It's more just reading little excerpts from people, and not really an informational book. I don't know. Maybe it's just the beginning, but I'm gonna have to push myself to read this book, that is for sure, unless the tone changes and it gets better. But Anyway, with that, I am still sipping on my coffee. I had my little glass of water, but I didn't log it as water because I had, just like I did yesterday, I did the creatine and the amino acids in it. We'll see. I'm gonna keep it going for at least a week and just see if I feel any different or if I notice anything. But with that, I am now going to have breakfast. So I'm gonna show you guys what I'm having. All right, so here is my breakfast. I have like a tiniest bit of my coffee left, and here's what I have on my plate. So this is a total of 2 eggs, and then I've got shredded cheese, salsa, some berries, and then I'm having it on a low carb tortilla. So with the coffee and the amino acids included, because again, there's 15 grams of protein, but it's only 5 calories, but I'm counting it. The total is 33.6 carbs, 22.8 fat, 58.2 protein, for a total of 453 calories. So that's what you see here, my coffee and the amino acids that I took earlier in some water. So that is going to be my breakfast. I will see you guys when I am doing my second 45-minute workout of the day, which I can do at 9:45, I believe. Yeah, so at 9:45, because I have somewhere to go this afternoon. So I wanted to make sure I got both of my workouts in ahead of time. All right, filling my water up for the first time today. I still have about 30 minutes before I can do my second workout. So I've just been like picking up and around the house, going through a few spam emails, deleting. So just little things to get me to the time so I can get that second workout done. Okay, I got you guys just hanging out on my kitchen counter. But it is 12:45. I am ready for the day. And for lunch, I'm just having, I like to call these my candy bars, but little protein bar, tastes like candy bar. The macros, 18 carbs, 8 fat, and 20 protein for a total of 200 calories. So I just ate that while sitting on the back porch with the dogs so they could do their business, get a little outside time, because I am about to head out. I'm gonna go hang out with my grandfather for a little bit. So I filled my water for the second time, so that'll be working on 80 ounces. And hopefully I can make what I have planned for dinner tonight. I feel like I can. I don't feel like I'm gonna be gone that long, but we shall see. Even though I was like, no eating out until next, what I say, Wednesday or Thursday, I guess. I wanna go through the Wednesday. So what I have planned for dinner is fairly easy. So I guess no matter how much time I'm gone, I can still whip it up when I get home. So with that, I'm gonna be gone for a little bit, but I will check in with you guys when it's dinner time. Okay, it is obviously not Friday anymore. The weekend has passed and we are into week 9 of 75 hard. But I'm gonna catch you guys up like I always do. Oh my gosh, maybe the last couple weeks I'll get better at filming every single day. 2, I am extremely exhausted. You guys will see in week 9 what's going on. And 3, I really need to take a shower today. So yesterday it was a whole sort of thing. So anyway, going back to Friday, I was out, saw my grandfather, hung out with my parents for a little bit. And if you guys can hear, I've got the air fryer going for breakfast this morning. But I was out longer than I expected, but always enjoy hanging out with my family. So when I got home, the kids were already making themselves dinner. I got home at like 6-ish or something like that. So they were making themselves dinner. It's awesome how independent my kids are and how well they are, how good they are in the kitchen. But also, flip side of that, it's kind of sad when I'm coming home and they're not like, what's for dinner? When are we having dinner? You know, like the little bit of nagging that goes on, but I enjoy that because I know that they're waiting on me and now they're just like, I'm hungry, I'm gonna make something. So, you know, it's pros and cons. So all I had, I'll pop up a picture, is oatmeal. And we were running low on fruit. So I think, let me get to my picture. I'm not ready, there we go. I just had raspberries, and I've been putting slivered almonds in for a little extra crunch. Really, really nice. And I think on Friday, yeah, that's syrup in there, like a low sugar or no sugar syrup that I had. So I just had oatmeal. I was like, well, I'm just gonna make, Mark was out for dinner. He had a work meeting, so I didn't have to worry about making anything for him. So I just had oatmeal, and then coming to Saturday, the weekend, weighed in. I'll pop up the picture of the scale. Did my reading, of course. Still not enjoying this book. Like, I don't know, it's just not what I expected. It's not horrible, it's just, it's not what I expected. So anyway, gonna finish it though. Read that, and then I had just a little bowl of cereal. We did not have any bananas, so no fruit in my cereal, and it was the protein cinnamon cereal. So I had that with, I think that's almond milk, if I'm correct. It looks a little white, so maybe it's the Fairlife, but I wanna say it's almond milk. I don't think I had any Fairlife left. All right, and then I did the walking pad. I really need to do like a regular workout. I feel like I've just been slacking these past couple weeks with just the walking pad. But, you know, at least I'm doing it. So I did an indoor walk. I must have done speed 2, because my first mile shows 32 minutes. So I must have just been not feeling it. But it was later in the morning, to lunchtime, 11:42 to 12:27. So I don't know. I don't remember. And then is it this week? Yeah, on Wednesday, I was like, okay, I'm not gonna eat out for a full week. Yeah, that didn't last very long. And I knew once the weekend came, it was gonna be harder, because that's when like the kids and Mark are like, okay, let's just order something. So of course, we all got Chipotle. So that's what happened. We got Chipotle for lunch. So that didn't last very long, but that's all right. Then I got myself ready for the day. It was a little chilly this day, so I actually had a sweater on, which is crazy for Texas. And actually this morning, I just got back from taking all the kids to school. I stayed in my pajamas, and I put an extra shirt on underneath my pajamas because it is 60 degrees outside. I was like, what? So nice. So anyway, I'm so looking forward to the fall. All right, then Saturday, I guess, oh, that's dinner. What did I have for lunch? Did I have the cereal for lunch? Well, I know I ate more than that. I don't know. I guess I didn't take a lot of pictures, but that's oatmeal. I'll pop it up. Obviously, I don't have any fruit. And then I used honey instead. That's honey, yeah, instead of syrup. So I've got oatmeal, slivered almonds, and some honey. It's a really bland looking meal, but that's what I ate. And I took the picture at 6:41, so I guess that was dinner. I don't remember what we did. And then of course we did our outside walk a little earlier, started at closer to 8 instead of like into 8. So did that, and then our typical like 18-minute mile. So we just kept our pace. All right, Sunday morning, waking up, reading. I got a picture of my coffee and the book. Weighed in. So Sunday, I think technically my new week starts like on Monday, because that's how I've been doing it. But Sunday, I kind of take that weight versus that Monday for the whole week. So basically last week was, I was still walking, doing all the things. I think my breakfast is done, but it'll be fine sitting over there. So walking, drinking my water, you know, and still being pretty active during the day, getting my reading done, you know, working my brain. But as far as weight loss, it was a wash. Like I went up during the week, and then I went back down to where I started. So yeah, I'm pretty sure 192.4 was the previous Monday's weigh-in. So, or that Monday's weigh-in, and then that's what I weighed in on Sunday. But I feel great, so that's okay. But that is the first week where I didn't actually lose anything. It just, my weight fluctuated, but then basically overall stayed the same for the week. So did that, weighed in, took my picture. I'm pretty sure I stayed in like workout clothes all day long. So there's my picture, and then I did an indoor walk at 10, so a little earlier than Saturday. So Sunday did an indoor walk. Hey, I got a moderate though. My first mile was 27, so I must have done like 2.5. And then we went out to my parents' house. My husband and I went out to my parents' house for a little bit to chat and hang. And they have a burn pile, and we are severely decluttering our house, and we had a couple things that are kind of bulky and not necessarily like trash we could get on our neighborhood. I think most communities do this, but we have like a bulky item pickup that comes by. You just have to get on their list. But since my parents have property and land, they have a burn pile, and if we have things that can be burnt, we are able to bring it out there. So Sunday, I did not have like an actual meal at all day Sunday. I hit my macros and all of that, I know that. But I had not had a meal up to, I think I just had coffee, and then I had a second cup of coffee, yeah, with the protein shake. So that's what I had Sunday. And then when we went out to my parents, it was later in the day, because this picture that I took is at 5:24, and I'll pop it up, but that's at my parents' house. I had a cup of tea with some agave in it, and I did screenshot it. I put everything in MyFitnessPal, so again, I can make sure I get to 100. I hope you guys can't hear how loud it is in my house right now. So my air fryer just beeped, and then anytime I use my air fryer, our air purifier that's in our living room, anytime there's like extra smells in the house, like cooking and stuff, it goes on like full blast to kind of grab those smells. And it's on full blast right now, but at least the air fryer just turned off. So I was beginning to feel a little overwhelmed with all the noises that were happening, but at least the air fryer's off. Okay, sorry if that was distracting. But I had a cup of tea with some agave, and then I had a little Daisy cottage cheese cup. So I was like, man, I am hungry. So I had that, and then eat out number 2. So we had Chipotle Saturday. You guys, maybe eventually there will be a week where we don't eat out. It won't be this week because I ate out yesterday, Monday. Today's Tuesday when I'm filming this, but yesterday, and you guys will see that in next week's vlog. But maybe I can tell myself, since it's Tuesday, I can be like, okay, no eating out. No more eating out. Can I do that? I think I can. We don't have much going on this week. I am going somewhere Thursday night, but I'm gonna eat before I go. Okay, anyway, it's pumpkin season at most coffee places and all the things. So on the way back from my parents' house, we stopped at a Starbucks. I got a pumpkin spice latte and their pumpkin cream cheese muffin. So good. So good. It was my first of this season. I did track it. Everything was fine. I did track it. And then outdoor walk, of course. So what did we have for dinner? Did we not have dinner? Was that my dinner? There's no way that was 100 grams of protein. Did I not take pictures? I've been awful at taking pictures. We've just been doing all the things. But I know, because I mark everything off, I know I met my under 2,000, 100 grams of protein, all the things. So I just don't remember. But did our outdoor walk. I'll pop that up. Got that done. And then, okay, I was about to tell you Monday. Because Monday weigh-in, I was like, yes. But you guys will see that next week. But thanks for hanging out with me. Another week of 75 hard, 8 weeks down. Yeah, we just started week 9. So 8 weeks down. I'm sorry that it's like a bunch of catching up. That's just how it is right now. And I'll be able to share all the fun things that are going down and happening soon. But with that, we are getting closer and closer to the end of 75 hard, and I already have the next thing that I'm doing set up. So I'm going to continue sharing after 75 hard, just bring you guys along at least for the rest of this year, because I have this plan set out for my birthday's in January. I'm gonna be turning 42, and I have specific goals that I would like to have at least going, habits, you know, in place, and a few things just to start off the year and a new year of life for me on the stronger side than it has been recently. So with that, thanks for hanging out with me. I hope you guys enjoyed week 8 of 75 hard. If you did, give this video a big thumbs up. Subscribe if you are new. I hope you guys are having a fantastic day, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.